A lot of people ask me what SAP is and what it does, and so I'm going to do that in a couple of minutes. Do you remember a film where Tom Hanks is on an airplane and it crashes somewhere in the ocean? He's found the pilots die, and he is on a deserted island, and he finds a ball called Wilson. What film was that? Remember? Castaway. Now, Tom Hanks. What company he worked for? FedEx. And FedEx, what it does, it sends packages you drop off a package, it sends from the departure point to one or two or three different points of distribution points. It arrives at a destination that is hopefully, and you sign it, that's hopefully not a deserted island, and you can have someone sign it and all that. So there's software that actually tracks all this with barcodes. Secondly, Tom Hanks and his, unfortunately, the pilots who died in the crash, they work for a company that buys airplanes, right? So FedEx doesn't create the airplanes, manufacture them. They buy them from another company, usually Boeing or Airbus. Now, how do you build an airplane? Well, you have to have all the different spare parts that arrive to build an airplane. Now, what happens if there's a broken part or a faulty part? Well, there needs to be some kind of automatic request to be able to have another replacement come within a very fast period of time, so that you don't stop the construction, the building of the aircraft. And so all this goes through, and then it comes down, and all the people are checking that, validating all the different parts. Right? So there's actually software that manages this entire process, even doing the design of it with dual twin type of visual this demonstration of what it could look like and all that. So all this is done with software. Next, Tom Hanks and his the pilots, they need to be hired. Then they need to go through some training. Then they need to have personal development throughout their career for the promotions, for the different jobs they're doing in the company, if they do several. And then they get to their retirement. Also, Tom Hanks and the pilots, they need to be paid. So they're paid at the end of the month or beginning of the month with the pay stub, and usually some electronic process for them to receive that they've been paid. And then they need to go to hotels, because all these trips, they go to hotels and lunches and dinners, and they need to declare their expenses, or they have a credit card they have, and their expenses are tracked, or they need to request to have expenses, and they get reimbursed for that. There's software that actually does all these different steps in large companies. This is what SAP does. So for the entire financial one, I'll take that example. There are different software applications such as SAP Concur that handles all the travel expenses. There's also financial software that handles all of the different financial aspects for SAP for all these large companies, like financial consolidation, intercompany, S/4HANA, finance, spend, and all these things. Next, there are software programs that SAP sells that handles recruitment, like Smart Recruiters, and then the whole personal development, learning, and all these everything education throughout the career. This is known as success factors. And then there are all kinds of other software that handle all the logistics that I've explained with all the tracking, all that, and monitoring. So what I've just explained is some of the 2,000 software applications that SAP actually creates in 30 different industries for 92% of all the largest companies in the world of Forbes 2000.